Is it such a surprise that the Han Solo movie is already a disaster? What is going on, guys? Listen, man, I'm going to talk to you one-on-one here. I mean, I said this previously, and I'm going to repeat myself. Do we really need a Han Solo movie? We do not. We do not. I mean, we're already in production. Alden Ehrenreich as young Han Solo. I mean, we have Donald Glover as Lando. Like, we had Chris and Phil, the directors of 21 Jump Street. Everything was working out, man. Disney was like on a roll, but then we heard that the two got fired because Kathleen Kennedy didn't like them, and Kasdan, who's writing the script as well, didn't like them either. So the two directors are out because of creative differences. They were not following the script, and they were kind of off the wall. They like to improvise a lot, and it was more, I was hearing that it was more like kind of a skit kind of thing going on, where the Kathleen Kennedy wasn't feeling it, and those two were butting heads. It's plain and simple. They weren't getting along. Out they go. They brought in Ron Howard, which I think Ron Howard is a great director. I really loved Rush. It was an interesting choice, honestly, and he's going to go by the book. He ain't going to go straight from the material that the script is laying upon him. One of the issues, too, that every Hollywood Reporter is reporting, that Alden Ehrenreich, the man who's playing young Han Solo, he is in fact one of the problems as well. His performance is just not that great. They're bringing in an acting coach and all that stuff, and that doesn't surprise me, man. That doesn't surprise me. I was kind of very shocked that this guy got cast as Han Solo. I was shocked they didn't use the guy who was that other Harris, Age of Adeline or whatever her name is. They didn't use that guy. Alden Ehrenreich, he had to have done something right. I mean, he had to do something right to land the audition, but I just feel like this movie was a disaster from the get-go. Listen, guys, like, I know some people want a Han Solo movie, but we don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need to know his past. We don't need to know how he got the Millennium Falcon. We don't even need to know him and Lando's relationship. All right? The beauty of the original trilogy was not knowing. It was just a couple dialogue, a couple sentences, the performances. We got it. We didn't need to know any more information, but they still wanted to push forward for a Han Solo movie. And I'm just absolutely... This isn't like Obi-Wan. All right, this isn't like Obi-Wan, where he deserves a movie, because Ewan McGregor is amazing as Obi-Wan Kenobi. But not only that, you could tell a story. You could tell, I mean, Obi-Wan and Maul's relationship in Rebels and Clone. But there might have been other stories that maybe he fought another Sith or something like that, protecting Luke. There might have been a story there. There's not like Boba Fett. Boba Fett needs a movie because this guy is a badass, but we don't really see him at all in the original trilogy, and he goes out like a punk. This isn't like that. We've had Han Solo for what? 4 movies already. 4 movies. Harrison Ford, you're never going to top his performance. You're never going to top Harrison Ford. Don't even try. And yet Disney and Kathleen Kennedy want to try. And this is what happens when they try. Tell something else, man. That's what they fucking get. That's what they get when they try to do a Han Solo movie. You're probably saying your ass is going to go watch it anyway. Hell yeah, I'm going to go watch it because I'm a Star Wars fan. And I'm definitely going to go watch. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of aspects that are going to be really good, especially how he gets the Millennium Falcon, especially some of the action sequences. Yeah. And especially, he's a smuggler, right? He's a smuggler. You're going to have bounty hunters. Like, you're going to have that underground kind of world. That's a cool idea. I just feel like it shouldn't have been Han Solo. It should have been somebody else. They should have took advantage of a lot of the Star Wars games that are out there, and they could have pulled some material from there. But they want to use Han Solo because it's Han Solo. They want to use that name. They want to smack that Star Wars brand on there, and I'm just absolutely tired of that bullshit. Tired of it. And this is why it's fucking going to shit. This is why it's going to shit. Of course there's going to be creative differences, and of course Kathleen Kennedy wants to do it old school way, while Chris and Phil want to do it new school way. I don't see the problems of both of them. Both of them have great ideals. You know, both of them bringing something to the table. It's just there's a butt in heads, and there we go. But the casting choice as well is another kind of like head scratcher. Like I just never would have pictured this guy being Han Solo. I mean, he might turn out the most brilliant performance I've ever seen. You know, I think we all learned our lessons from Heath Ledger and the Joker. But I feel like there's cracks in the Star Wars empire. You know, there's cracks over there at Disney. I mean, I've seen cracks for Marvel. Even though Marvel's still killing it, even Marvel's still producing some awesome movies, there's still cracks there. They're not DC bad, where DC's picking themselves back up. They already have money into this. So it's not like they could back out and say, you know what, no. We're going to scratch that project and we're going to focus on another one. They already have a release date. I'm not going to be surprised if they push the release date. Maybe Ron Howard is a huge Star Wars fan. Maybe he's like, hell yeah. I mean, you got to remember, he was with George Lucas, you know, American Graffiti. So he probably has some ties and some inspiration going on there. But I really don't see why we need this film. I don't see why we need this film. I think it's an absolute mistake to continue making this film. I think it's another, like, let's get a Yoda prequel. Why? So all these troubles going on in set, all this troubles going on with directors and Kathleen Kennedy and Kasdan, and of course Alden Etheridge, I believe that's how you say his last name, as young Han Solo, does not surprise me whatsoever. If this movie's a stinker, not going to surprise me. I have pretty low expectations of this, but going into of course I'm going to go watch it and I'm going to give my honest opinion. If it is actually absolutely one of the best Star Wars films, I'm going to say that, and I'm going to eat my words. I'm going to be like, damn, that was the best Star Wars movie I've ever seen. Fuck. That's why they're the higher ups, and that's why I'm a puny little Mexican talking about Star Wars. So I'll eat my words, shout of a doubt. But I really feel like there's other worthy characters in the Star Wars universe, and there's creativity wise something different that you could bring to the table than what they're doing right now. So thank you guys for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like, and comment below. Love to hear guys' thoughts on this mess that's going on with the Star Wars Han Solo film. So thank you guys, and may the Force be with you always.